This is probably the last scouting vlog of the spring of 2020. We are on one old bumpy road here. Genevieve says she hasn't been out here in a couple of years, so she has not been on this section of state game lands with me. We're going back to where I was at yesterday. It's a nice little section, but there's a lot of snow yesterday, and we're going to check it out again today and see how it's looking, see if it's any better. This will probably be our last outing. The reason for that is it's April something or other, 17th, 18th?
I think so.
Something like that. In this day and age, boy, can you miss some of these?
It's everywhere.
In this day and age, the days kind of run together. It's hard to remember the date sometimes, it seems like, because of the amount of staying at home that we're doing here, right? But we're in the middle of April. Next week, and I can tell you on the 22nd, I think it is, the youth spring gobbler opens up. So I won't be doing any scouting on public land on that day. I will allow the youth hunters to have the woods to themselves. They can go out there and do what they got to do. It wouldn't be a really good day to be doing any scouting for deer on that day. And I think we're getting to the point where the green up is coming, spring is in the air, so I think we're probably getting to the end of the scouting. So that's just how it is. We're going to transition nicely into spring gobbler. I'm hoping to get this kid out there with me a couple of times. We'll see how that goes. More interesting tracks. The snow's melting a little bit, and you can kind of see them down here. I'll show you what they look like, but you can see where they melted off. It's the same tracks I had in the vlog that I shot yesterday here. A lot more snow yesterday. Snow's starting to melt now, so maybe able to see some good sign today. Do a little time lapse. And away we go. I love this little apple tree, always looking for something like this. How cool is that? Reminds me of the 100-year-old apple tree, only younger and healthier. Camera girl Genevieve's gonna film me. I'm gonna try and impress my daughter here with my wonderful turkey calling skills. They are obviously not awake yet. So how'd I do?
You're getting there.
Down at the bottom of this road on the way in, there's a little test site or experiment site set up, I assume, by the Game Commission, and it has like a cage around it. There's carcasses in there, an assortment of carcasses, am I right?
Yeah.
A couple of different things. It wasn't just deer, but there was deer in there for sure, dead deer, and they put those in there. I thought originally it was to entice vultures, and maybe they're doing a test on vultures or something like that, but I'm betting it's for bears, because they have a section of the fencing taken down, so ground animals like bears can get in and out of there. We have walked up the hill pretty good. Genevieve spotted a deer that we kicked out, and that tells me we have reached the spot that I wanted to check. This is the last spot that I had in mind. From the map, it looked like there's a nice clearing down here, a nice swampy area that I wanted to check out for deer sign. So we made it to our destination. We're going to go give it a shot now. you see what some beavers did to these trees? Somebody ought to do something about that. It won't be me, though. Well, it was not a complete waste. I do not see anything, any sign of deer down here or anything like that. But that's okay. We found a park-like setting down here. I'd be happy to sit down here and have a picnic lunch. I'm telling you, this is just pretty nice. There is a beaver pond here. There is beaver lodges that we found. Found some salamanders. Had a pretty good time, didn't we, kid?
Yeah.
Still had a pretty good time. No turkey gobbles. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. That's okay. We're going to ease ourselves into spring gobbler because that opens up for me as an adult hunter here, crossbow hunter in Pennsylvania. That opens up for me in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from now, I will have been out there at least trying, sitting in a blind, sitting on the ground, what have you. And I've got more vlogs coming on that. So check back here. Make sure you subscribe, etc., etc. And until next time, all hail Bunjie. Go get the car, will you?
No.